There's another honk already, honey. All right, baby. Let me know when you're listening, please. The Batman's bouncing it right back, coming right back. Hope that man ain't throwing away a whole pizza. I would have ate it. Probably empty. Let me know when you can hear me, honey. The Batman is a survivor. That was God right there, too. God just saved me. See, that's what I'm saying. This is every day, man. Every day I go through a lot. I got to deal with things most people don't. I got God with me, though. That's the truth. This ain't easy. There's risk involved with anything you do, brother. You know, a lot of it. I mean, that's what folks don't get. They let all the things that normal folks let stop them. I don't. You can hear me losing my voice a little bit too, because I've been going at it all day working. I need to film some more videos when we get over here in a minute, honey, after I get on this bus. So I'm going to try to do that as well. Put my mask on. But I love you more than anything. And yeah, this is the new show. But yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, Charles is a grown adult. And like I said, they sit there and they try to dismiss all of reality. Brother, you're the one you started talking crazy, trying to dismiss reality, saying that I'm not who I am. I don't know what that is, brother. You know what I mean? Your jealousy is exposed. I'm not going to waste my time typing with you. See, I've learned. Y'all don't get I do this for a living. I don't type to nobody because you're a narc and you're going to have a typing contest, and that's not going to help me or my health. So I'm okay. I'll pass. You can have that, Charles, because that's irrelevant. But the fact is, you can type and say any lie you want, but you don't have a business, and I do. And that's what you're upset about, right? You don't have land, but I really do. You don't have, hold up. You don't have companies, but I really do. See the point here, Charles? You don't have, you know, somebody who really loves you, but I do. I have Christina, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, I mean, what people don't get is these people wish that they could find a way to discourage me because they're all of Satan and they all sold their soul and they can't. This is what I do for career, brother. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to do my thing no matter what. No matter what I go through, just like I told y'all today, just like I told them all. You understand? God's will be had no matter what any of you humans say or do. Get that right, boy. Why? Because I got the power of God in me. The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, right? And with the Holy Spirit comes a whole lot of power. Y'all have no clue. Yeah, no, I don't walk around. I'm not cute. I do things that are superhuman every day. I just did again today. And this is all training. You know, nah, if you want to be Batman, you're going to have to go through the hardest things. That's what God told me. God said the champions, the winners, they got to go through the hardest things that anyone else would not be able to handle. That's the whole thing. It's just about respect, brother. You know what I mean? With Charles Walford, he has no self-respect and no respect for anyone or anything, and no respect for himself. And that sounds like a personal issue, brother. Feel me? There we go. Another honk. Another honk. So yeah, tell me how Charles, right? Hold up. Tell me how Charles is not delusional, right? But he just tried to start stating delusion. Make that make sense, brother. Right? No, I'm not going to read none of your nonsense, bro. I already know what you want because y'all all do the same thing. You feel where I'm coming from, babe? This dude, you want to keep saying things that don't exist. Did you just say I'm not famous? Oh my goodness, I can't even go anywhere without getting honked at out here. I can't even, like, bro, I get thousands upon thousands of views every day. See, I told you, he is super jealous. We got you jelly as hell, Charles. He is mad triggered impressed, and you'll see it in his demeanor. If you watch his videos, you will see him progressively break down as the days go by because my success is eating him up. He cannot handle it. This is why these narcs are so mad at me, because I've always succeeded and they cannot handle it. That's the reality. You understand? Like, that's what you folks don't get, man. Y'all funny as hell. This one here, he looking and he looked like he worked a regular job for a regular business, right? Like, what are you, like an electrician? Looking confused? Oh, it's so confusing that I'm seeing Batman. It's not that confusing, brother. What's confusing to me is how y'all even get by, you know, doing careers like that, working for a system. That's crazy to me. Having a boss is crazy to me. I mean, working for a system that's corrupt is insanity to me. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, going to a job and being a wage slave every day is insane to me. See, y'all got the game backwards. Huh. And see, they're not used to it, honey, because now they got somebody who's not just talking, but showing and proving my point and everything I'm talking about. So now that they're having to deal with someone that's actually proving it and proving them wrong, they have no answer. Charles, you can type to yourself all day, but if you type to me, it's a felony because you're not speaking to me in a coherent sense. You can't deny reality, brother. Oh, I'm most definitely famous. Not only am I famous, I'm the most famous superstar in the world right now. In the world. That's a fact. And it's not an opinion, it's proven. You can see the channel, right? See, you keep acting like you can't see the channel in front of you. You see the channel perfectly fine. Fix your eyes and your glasses, brother. Sorry, but what? Not famous. Right. You're trying to reject and deny a concept of basic reality, and you're a grown man. We don't play like that. We ain't putting up with nothing, brother. That's why I don't even get me started, bro. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. So, like I said, we out here winning. Like I said, I own a mansion in the state, billions in equity, over 2,000 in jewelry, my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. 530 on my wrist. Got you pissed. People like Charles Walford is super mad, right? $55 phone bill. I paid bills for decades. Ran whole estates for years. Got all the receipts. 8,500 in land taxes. I got every tax payment. But you think you're someone? What do you mean? I took care of everyone. I've done everything for everyone. I built everything for everyone. I paid cash for every home I have, every estate, everything was my money, my cash. Came from my family. What do you mean? Came from my father. Facts. What do you mean? These people act like they on something, but you ain't talking about nothing. All you're gonna do is be in for a rude awakening and realize reality that I'm a boss. Yeah, brother, I made millions every year consecutively. Yes, I'm not a millionaire. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. What are you talking about? Sound crazy, brother. Get help. You feel me? So, like I said, what is your issue with that? That's all you're stating, that you issue, and you're jealous of reality. I'm also in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit for every 70,000 shares of a stock, and pumped every dime I worked for in the past 4 or 5 years into that company. And I'm in the middle of a lawsuit, and they're going to have to pay me something for every share. And I'm going to hold them to it and accountable and make sure they pay me for every share. So when you say what you're saying, you have the audacity to go as far as to talk about investing. Brother, you're talking to the investing connoisseur. My TV is worth $4,000. I pay cash for everything. I work hard every dime. That's a lot of money, bro. I'm talking about $1,300. 5 bikes in inventory worth about $200 each. A $300 skateboard. I paid for everything with my own money off hard work. I've been working since I was 16. Again, they're gonna play with my camera. I've been working since 16 and been on my own since I was 16. I have nothing to prove to you, brother. I don't know why we're discussing any of this. It's a waste of my time, brother. I have a channel. I've done like I'm getting to the point. I'm almost at 3 million views on this channel, and you're saying that I'm not famous. Do you hear how delusional he sounds? Brother, you're making no sense. Christina said, famous has what to do with anything. Charles, that isn't an issue. Right. That's what they do, though. They venture out and they start talking in spurts and tangents, trying to get away from the topic at hand. That's my point. That's why he can't have a direct conversation. I'll drop you the link again, Charles. You can come up here and talk. Anything you got to say, this is a business. You come say it vocally, you follow the rules, and you be respectful. People like you can't do that because you can't handle my success. You can't even keep it together, right? Brother, you're dealing with mud again today. You're dealing with not being able to go anywhere. You're dealing with struggle. You're dealing with not having anything you need. I'm not. I have everything, brother. I'm out here. I had a great meal right now. I'm eating. Oh, we just got a donation from Dream. Thank you. Shout out to Dream for the $10 donation. People, like I said, donate their stuff and they're supporting me. The actual cop today, I want to pay for your next meal. How nice can you get? I mean, how is that not God at work? And this man is jealous now, so he's trying to compare. They're trying to act like this is what they do. They try to act like they're competing when they're dealing with toys and I'm dealing with, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're on a whole nother level. Okay, I'm gonna hop on this bus and we're gonna continue when I get off of it. Hold on. All right, I'm back, baby. Try to let me know if you can hear me. So let me fill you in on what Christina was saying right now. I have to try to go back and forth and toggle between the apps, and it's no problem. But just so you know what's going down. So, I mean, she's 100% right. I mean, this was all Charles Wofford's deflection, and that's why I'm putting it on Front Street because it needs to be exposed. So it's deflection tactics. It's deflecting all of reality because he can't just let folks talk and be a grown man. You know, no one's going to put up with that. This is the reason why you're out in the middle of nowhere with no one around you that to help, nothing going for you. I mean, brother, you woke up in the morning and were wearing plastic bags around your legs so that you could scale through mud. You're in an unlivable area and you got tricked into being out there and you're so delusional. You're trying to talk like you succeeded in something when the only way I came at you and said anything was to help you. Like Christina said, right. In his deflection and his desperation, he tried to dismiss all of reality and who I am because that's all he cared about is the fact that I've succeeded. See, that had nothing to do with the even conversation at hand. I offered you help. Like Christina said, you had a man who can work circles around anybody offering to help you, right? Hold up. So you had a man who can work circles around anyone who really does know how to build businesses, who I work like a work meal, and everybody knows that about me who know anything about me, right? Who knows anything about me, right? And understands what it is. Here's another one just sitting there for no reason, making no sense. When I just crossed and I'm clearly not going back the other way, I'm just looking at something. Folks just be silly, man. Like, what's up with the world today, bro? Homeboy has not made a drop of coherent sense and never will this entire time. But he says that he keeps talking. What's the point of just woofing? That's why your name is Charles Wooford, because all you do is woof. Oh, for real. Meow, 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 mix, woof, 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 because that's all you do is woof, wooford, right? That's why you got them dogs, is all you do is woof. Boy, you just woofing, you ain't saying nothing. I mean, nobody can respond to delusion. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince a person who's, completely clinically insane that, oh, this is reality. I told y'all. What did I tell the guy today when we talked, honey? I said, right, those are all the villains. All the folks against me, they're all completely clinically insane. Yes, look, for real. There's no way around the facts that I'm the only one who is in this right mind, and all these villains and crazy people are who created me and made Batman. And God created me. You know what I mean? But like, just like she said in that one video, like, I used to think that, Batman was responsible for all of you. Now I realize that all of you would have ended up the same way. And you're actually who created Batman. You're actually who made him, right? Because Batman is a response to complete maniacal, like mental insanity, right? I mean, that's the thing. I have to be nice enough. I'm such a good person. I still want to help folks like that, despite the fact that they've been all the people who've done nothing but try to make it impossible for me to survive every day. I have no reason to help folks like that, but I still will because I'm that good of a person. See the difference? Like, brother, are you serious? They're the ones who called Seton Hospital. They're the ones who did what they did behind my back. They're the reason why I've been going through what I've been going through physically for the last 4 or 5 years. And you think I would let anyone start talking to me like that? Brother, you trying to play games on the internet. Like I said, here, let me give them the link again. We don't run from nothing and nobody. I'm going to give you the link. You got something to say? Let's do it on this show. Come up here. Hold up. So, yeah, like I said, he ain't going to come over here and talk. We already know. He ain't gonna come over here and talk. But let me read what Christina said. I got to toggle back and forth between the apps. Hold on. Let me do it while I'm standing right here. I think that's a great question, honestly, honey, about how much does he actually care about feeding the homeless? And that's my point is he doesn't get the worst mistake he could have made was trying to act like he's stepping up to me or stepping to me on social media, much less. I mean, you couldn't step to me if you had a whole army with you. I mean, not in reality and not on the internet. I mean, I'm a king in the streets and I'm a king on the internet. That's what folks don't get. Like, nah, like, no, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about feeding the homeless. He is homeless. He doesn't care about any of that. He cares about enabling behaviors and enabling people like himself. You understand? Brother, people like you who come from a poverty mindset and they're poverty stricken, they think like you. Like I said, you wake up, you struggle every day. Bro, I run things efficiently. Any struggle I get, it comes from people around me like you. Yeah, y'all don't know how to do nothing. No, see me, I come in and I say, nah, that ain't how we do things. Just like we don't like how y'all do things down here. This is how you do things the appropriate way. And if you do it my way and stop trying to control everything, you'll get the results you need. See, all my problems come from negligence. They all come from people like you. You understand? Like, what are you talking about? Because you want to do things your way, right? Instead of listening. And everything Christina says is a fact. No, he doesn't care about feeding the homeless. Are you serious? He is homeless. He doesn't care about them. He cares about, he just said it the other day, word for word. He tells on himself all the time. Them narcs always do. All you got to do is listen to a narcissist. They're going to tell on themselves. I just gave him the link. I said, anything you got to say, come up here and say it. Like, homie, you delusional. We making money, we getting paid for this conversation. You not. Why would I allow you to get me worked up because you want to say things that you know ain't true? That's petty. You're a grown adult, sir. See how you're making yourself look? See how you're a representative of Shelly and your fake marriage? You see how you're making Shelly look? Shelly's the same way. Y'all belong together. Nah, see, you went this direction, just like Christina said. Why? How you go left? Check this out, honey. Does that make sense? You know exactly what I'm saying. How you go all the way left to left field? This got anything you talking about got nothing to do with nothing. Like right now, he talking about, oh, you ain't this and that, brother. I am famous, and you're sitting here repeating troll rhetoric that again these other folks are trying to tell you to say. That's the weirdest thing I ever heard. Right? You're not talking to me. You're literally committing a crime right now. That's a felony, sir. To be repeating delusion to a grown man when I'm filing a federal lawsuit because you ran that program on me for the past, I don't know how many decades, something that no human will withstand, but I'm so strong, I withstand it every day. And I got away from it. So these folks keep calling other people and getting people to bring it my direction. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. They don't even understand, like, if people are just doing their job, that's perfectly fine. But if anything is ever sent my way that's questioning my mental health, anything like that, that goes into the lawsuit. I'm filing a lawsuit immediately. You know what I mean? And whoever it was, they would lose their job immediately. You can't do that. You can't have people who really have those problems target an innocent civilian who it's obvious I don't. I'm not under your discretion. Nobody. You understand? I'm telling you, like, no, the next any job that does that, any business, the next one that does, they're losing their job. 100%. I guarantee you. See what I'm saying? So, there's limits in society. You can't just keep using these tools and resources illegally and coming at an innocent person who is in their right mind. But you see, these folks, they prove every day that they're not. So why aren't these agencies doing their job? Now we're pointing the finger back at you. Why aren't you doing what you're supposed to do? Because it was never your job to begin with. The agencies are all corrupt. Like I said, they were designed to go against society. We don't have a choice to have a Batman. You have to have a Batman because these people ain't here to protect us. Not all of them, not most of them. See, talking is one thing, you know, anyone can talk and make things sound cute. See, that's the thing. You can talk and you can make things sound cute, but are your actions meeting up with your words? That's the thing you have to detect about narcissists. If their actions aren't meeting up with their words, they're full of it. Talk is cheap. Now, let me go back to what you're saying. Hold up. Exactly. Christina's 100% right. Exactly. She said, how does decreasing your manpower by 50 cents help? Right. I was the only one who was in his corner. Right. I'm the only one who came to your defense. I'm the only one who tried to help you. I'm the only good person on this network. Sorry, but what are you talking about? See, they thought they was going to pull another red triangle stunt. Never. Because your stunts don't make no sense and they don't work. What are you running your mouth still for? Same people, same folks. Relaying messages using people. Those are agents of Satan. That's what Charles Wofford is. You're a joke. Hold up. Let me read more. Right. Christina's saying all the facts. Charles, you're not winning, you're losing. And like she said, I could come do all the work. I would have hopped a bus as soon as I could, gone over there. I would have manually toughed it out, put it together, and I would have built it all. And like she said, not only would you have helped the homeless, but you would have helped yourself because you're who really needs help. You and Shelly. And I'm telling you, every day they're going to suffer. I mean, horrifically, because God is against you. That's just the truth. God is against you because of your decisions, because of you. My God is a great God. He is a good God. He is not a vengeful God. Y'all are completely in the wrong and sick. So he has to deliver justice. I can guarantee you, I bet you anything, they're about to be arrested and locked up for a long time anyway. Real talk. Charles, you don't get messing with me like that was the worst mistake you ever made. You just made the worst mistake you and Shelly could ever make. You're going to go through nothing but karma. I already know. You know why? Because God loved me. God going to protect me. I'm divinely protected, little homie. You had no reason to even talk like that. Like she said, what does fame have to do with the conversation at hand? It has nothing to do with what I offered you. What are you talking about? I offered you a tangible offer. You went out and left field with it, started talking crazy. He's silly, bro. What? We make perfect sense over here, brother. You want to say these statements, but you don't want to back them up. What do you mean? You keep projecting, saying that I'm you. Everything sounds right about me, brother. What are you talking about? That was never in question. Anyone who questions me like that, they're out of their mind. You can't question a completely sane person. What are you talking about? Just like you can't question reality. You can't say, oh, he's not famous if I'm famous. All these things you're trying to do, you can't do, and they're considered illegal. Actually, yes, they are. Denying reality, brother, and like that's one thing. But when you run a program of doing it for years, that's considered what? That's a felony across state lines, smart one. That's a whole lot of time in a federal prison. What, brother? Do you understand? You're part of a federal indictment now that you volunteered to be part of and walk into. If I don't make sense, Charles, why am I wearing this watch? What do you mean show you? What do you need to see? You're running from the convo, buddy. What is this? What are you talking about? What do you need to see? I need to show a homeless guy something. For what? What is that going to do for me? Sound crazy, son. How am I going to show you something if you running and ducking me? Well, I'm sorry, but what? Bro, like, I don't care who it is. We could do whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll show you whatever you need to see. You silly, homie. Like I said, and that's what they do because they keep going back to the same tactics that don't have a conclusion and don't make sense. And they're only designed to what? To cause me stress and get me upset. That's an illegally run program. You do prison sentences for this. Boy, you better stop it. And I got everything documented, smart one. Nah, can't do that. No, you can't. You can't just talk on social media. Oh, I get to tell myself reality's not reality. The hell you can. No, you can't. You got to make sense. If it's that hard of a pill to swallow, my success, I mean, golly, bro, it's too bad. You still got to deal with it. So that's what you don't get. You think it's a choice. It ain't no choice, brother. You understand? Nah. Ain't nobody in this realm of reality who worked as hard as me and accomplished all I've done gonna let you sit there and say you worked hard. You worked hard begging. They tried. That's what I'm telling you. He trying to play a game. He think he's slick. Trying to say he, me, like they worked hard. When did you work? Y'all ain't worked a job in ever. I've been working since I was 16. You know how many jobs I worked to get to this point? Yes, you can move. You know how many jobs I worked to get to this point, Charles? It's insane. Hold up. So yeah, like I said, this is the problem with folks is they want to subjugate and categorize people, knowing that I'm a divine being and I'm divinely protected. I'm a superhuman, and they want to take a divine being and what they all want to do. They have a pathetic desperation because they're mere mortals. So they want to put me in this category and categorize and label me. Oh, he's a human like us. The hell I am. No, I ain't. See, I don't care about your corrupt system. I don't care about your corrupt rules. I don't care about any of your little fake jobs. I don't care about what you're talking about. I don't talk no way to people. I say the truth. I'm a divine being. I'm here to stay. I'm going to do what I'm doing. I'm an angel. There's no pacts between lions and men. Angels operate and do God's will on this planet. You just watch the angel. You can feel any way you want, but I'm an angel and all I do is serve good. And me putting you in your place is what need to happen. That's good. That's God's will and God's work. That's why God keep putting you in your place, buddy. That's why you suffering every day. That's why you covered in mud. That's why you in a camper that costs $5. That's why you don't own any land. You're squatting on some unlivable plot of grass. Finex. Anything else you want to say? You can come on this panel and get made to look silly, or you could just be quiet. You choose. Good choice. Be quiet. Exactly. So there's no reason to message me, right? Or that would be bothering me and breaking the law. That's a crime. See the point? Oh, I make crystal clear sense, Charles. I never even make a mistake. Boy, you serious right now? Yeah, reality is reality, Hoss. We rich out here. We winning. Light spirited, happy. Imagine floating limitlessly. That's me. What do you mean? We're happy out here, brother. I don't care what you think. I never asked you for your opinion. You the one volunteered it. What? Why would I care about a homeless guy who's delusional? Why would I care about what you think? Right, you from Lexington, Kentucky, the home of the homeless, the home of the delusional folks that walk in the street. You think people can't see who y'all are? Come on, bro. I was just out there. He didn't even know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you don't know much of anything, do you? You just run your mouth. I ain't talking about nothing. Let me check what Christina said. Silly. Silly nonsense. I don't know if you can still. Finex. Anything else you got to say, Charles? I'm sorry, brother, but you look funny right now. And this is what happens. Do not step to me on this radio platform. Do not challenge me ever. It'll be the worst mistake any of you make. Do not challenge me on any position or reality. When you're wrong, okay, just, be like an ostrich and that's it and go away. You see, it don't work like that. They want to linger around and start typing. That's intermittent communication. That's a felony across state lines. There's no need for you to start typing, brother. This is what y'all do across the country. I got random folks I'm filing federal lawsuits on. I've had enough of that. Anyone typing to me, when you have full access to speak to me, okay, you're going to go to jail now. I don't play. So now what? That's what I thought. And it's the same way we talk to y'all in reality. Won't do nothing. Yeah, I don't play. No, there's an answer for everything, actually, when you're really in power. And I'm out here wealthy free, doing what I want to do, when I want to do it. I don't got a boss. I am the boss. You understand? Get smart. People become a genius. You want to be sovereign, you're going to have to be a genius. What? I want to talk about being sovereign? Become it first. Be independent. You're not independent. You're begging. You're 100% dependent on everyone around you. And you're so silly, you move to a place that's unlivable in the middle of nowhere. Who does that? While you're dependent. Brother, if you're going to live in the middle of nowhere, you need money. Everything Christina is saying is a fact. Hold up. Every single thing Christina said is a fact. I would have helped you build your business. That's what I offer you. She watched the whole thing, heard word for word how you and Shelly wanted to talk to me. Right. And this is why you deserve everything you get. Okay. But what do you mean? Oh, I'm famous as hell. Right. What do you mean? Why are you typing? There's no way you can type right now. Talk. See, grow up. You're an adult. Talk. You got so much to say, right, brother? Say it. Don't type it. Say it. Let it ride, little homie. Because you ain't going to say nothing to me. What are you talking about? You going to talk to a corporate boss, an independent CEO who has an expanded business? We're expanding every day. You see who I talked to today without trying. I didn't go to them like you have to. They came to me. Sorry, but what? Every day we expand this. I built this project with my bare hands and my own funds cooking. I spent my cooking money and paid for all living expenses, everything for years. I built this all by myself. I have gotten more done in these streets as Batman, literally on actual bat pods, bat cycles, everything, than every agency in the world. I've defeated witches, covens, male and female, all the Masons, cartel, every gang, everyone. That's what happened. And it took a lot of hard work to do it. That's why I would never let somebody try to guilt trip me or act like, oh, you've done something wrong. Oh, you mean by standing up to y'all in the street and defeating you? No, that's not something wrong. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's quit playing like all these people ain't out here breaking the law every day. Sorry, but what? Nah, I'm hard body, bro. I do it for real. Yeah, I'm an enforcer. That's what I do. What do you mean? Now, you want to call it something else? I mean, yeah, we got to pretend with you politically correct folks in your little fake society. That's what this is designed for. It's the greatest way to have a cover in the world. It's perfect because it sounds cute and looks cute. Ain't nothing sweet about me. I'm an enforcer, bro. What? I'm a gangster. So, like I said, you just keep yep, 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 yep. Charles Wofford. Yep, yep, yep. Did, yep, yep, yep. You're still in a camper. You're gonna be homeless. Oh, for real. You're already homeless. A camper ain't no home, brother. Right. You live in a camper, homie. I live in a mansion. Yeah, get that right. Sound funny as hell, bro. Always have, always will. People mad as hell. And all the people around you telling you to say those things know what it is. Right. Stay jealous, stay mad. All right. Yeah, they think it's cute. They think it's game. Then they start acting like it's real and trying to use these departments who are corrupt and agencies who are corrupt to license and back up some insanity. Hell no. Well, it ain't happening again. No, we're rejecting all delusion. We don't accept your nonsense and your spiritual stuff, and you can go ahead and back off. You feel me? And stay poor because you're all poor. All of you, and you're wage slaves. That's the truth. Yeah, like I said, nah. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we're going to keep winning. Let me see one more time what else she said. I guess that's pretty much all of it. I mean, and I'm going to do another live here in a minute, baby. I'm just going to go in here for a sec, try to grab me something. But yeah, like I said, everything's going our direction, going my way, going our way. Like I said, Christina negotiated a guaranteed $6.8 million, and he's just jealous, and he's just a homeless guy who's jealous that, he's struggling and going through absolute hell every day, and everything sucks for him, just like that Cameron guy, right, that lost both jobs and got his karma and got ran out the neighborhood for making false calls, false reports, right, and he took money and accepted money. I'm pretty much positive, we'll say allegedly, but I'm pretty much positive, from the Red Triangles to fake fire me. And he lost both jobs and got ran out the neighborhood. I haven't seen him around at all. He's terrified of Batman. In fact, he's straight shook. So, I mean, just like him, right? Just like all the other folks that tried to go against me, tried to come at me when I was healing, when I was going through something. All you folks are evil. You can't win with me. It doesn't matter what you do towards me. Bro, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm a human being. See, they think that they could treat me different than the rest of the population. Like, no. We're going to stand up for ourselves, and we're going to stand on business, and we're going to keep on winning. So, like I said, at the end of the day, y'all fools need to learn how to mind your business. I'm from the country. We come in, we make money, we create jobs, we create everything based off respect. We take our respect. We don't ask nothing. I'm from the country, homeboy. This is how we do things. Now y'all know how country folks get down. I don't care how y'all feel. You can make whatever fake rules, whatever roadblocks. I'm gonna move right through the obstacles like it ain't nothing. That's why I train so hard. I'm gonna move right through everything in every way, and I'm gonna stay winning, and I'm gonna come back and win. That's what you're seeing, right? So, like I said, let them tell themselves what they want. Let them say what they want. But the facts are, I'm the one who's wealthy, and I got mineral rights and oil royalties. And I'm not even talking about wealth he is because he's just jelly. Brother, me and Christina already making plans for when she get down here. She's going to be here pretty soon. We're going to go to Slitterbond. We're going to the island. We're already looking at what hotels we're going to. We're not showing you nothing. Any videos I record for couples content will be released after we leave. Good luck, bro. Y'all out of luck with us. Out of luck. So we're going to be flaunting all that money. And guess what? People like the Wofford's still going to sit there and try to say and type statements of denial and delusion like that's a cute game to be playing with a grown man. Saying, oh, they ain't rich. That's what they do. They think that's cute. That's not a game you play with grown folks, bro. I don't play like that. I'm gonna tell you straight up. So yeah, keep my name out your mouth. We don't play like that. Now you know what it is. Now you know, right? And that's about it. So like I said, other than that, we gonna have all the money. We gonna be wealthy. We gonna be rich. We gonna be doing what we do, and that's gonna be about it. So we gonna stay winning. You understand that? That's just simple arithmetic. Feel me? So it is what it is, man. I don't know what else to tell you straight up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we just going to keep on succeeding. You feel me? Yeah, and you're going to see all this money. You're going to see millions of dollars. You're going to see us carrying like 100,000 like it ain't nothing. We opening up a brokerage with 300,000 in it just so we can invest. And I'm going to be a hedge fund manager, Charles. Right? And yeah, we have all the funds. And then guess what? You're going to still be broke, poor with nothing. Don't have land, don't have a camper, don't have a home. Facts. You don't have any of that. That's an actual fact. You did not purchase it and you keep lying. You were gifted that. It's a fact. And you lost 2 vans. So you didn't sell them because you said out your own mouth that you lost them. Brother, it's just listening to simple arithmetic in the English language. You can't change reality. Oh, we don't mean it. Oh, you do mean it. And you said, I'm not your boss, but I am, because you're finding that out relatively quickly that I am your boss and I control everything coast to coast and it's real. Brother, if I want that land, I'm going to be able to buy it. There's nothing you can do because it's called squeezing out the competition. See, in business, it's something called leverage. You're coming up against a business giant and the most ruthless businessman of all time. If I want that, it said loss means repo. Yeah. If I want that land, Charles, I'm going to have it. Real talk. If I want your land and that camper, I'll be able to buy it. You're going to be begging me to pay you for it. And why would I pay you for something you got for free? Charles, I'm just making money off you right now. I don't plan to buy that from you because I don't want to get folks like you no money. You deserve nothing. I'm all for being a good person and forgiving and blessing folks, but you know, enough is enough. If you're an enemy, just be an enemy. I'm not giving you nothing after what you did. Said loss means repo. What are you referring to, baby? I'm gonna get going here in a sec. Oh, okay. I got you. So okay, so he had them both repoed. Wow, that's sad. What did he do? Not even make the payments on them or something or whatever? I mean, yeah, I mean, he just has to leave stuff behind. I mean, he's leaving a whole camper, right, on a patch of land that's unlivable and nobody wants to be in and nobody wants to live there. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, the man is just sad. You feel me? So, I mean, we already know what he's going to do. He can run his mouth all he wants, but you don't have land or anything. You don't own anything, brother. You're just squatting and they gave it all to you. You beg for a living. You can't say you own anything, by the way, even if you buy it with money that you beg for. If you work for the money, that's one thing. When's the last job you worked? You or Shelly? Never. Exactly. Enough said. Drops mic. I'll be right back, honey. We'll do a new show. These folks cannot deal with me. That's for sure. Easy. More money. Oh, and we already up over like almost $90. We up over 89. Get with it.